en hommage to you, we call this year's edition of Kino der Kunst Forbidden Beauty. What is beauty for you? What is beauty for you? What does it mean?
Ooh, it's not the easiest question. Beauty, I would say, is for sure something that that moves you. So something that has depth and it has something more to it than just the surface. Otherwise, you could talk about aesthetic beauty or something that is pleasing to the eye, but when it comes to true beauty, I would say that it is something that moves you, that touches something.
And very much, or very often in your works, the beauty is also linked to like another side, like to terror or like time or something. It's not purely beauty.
Yeah, if it's I think if beauty is only on the surface, then you talk about just a part of beauty. When you consider someone or a moment beautiful, then it always has to do with something more profound and something deeper. And of course, we can only appreciate beauty, the beauty of a moment, for example, or the beauty of a person's character or appearance, by knowing the other side as well. So they are necessarily always connected. It's never just something on the surface and something by itself. It is always connected to the other side, to its opponent, I would say.
When I came to Brussels to see you, I remember you had just finished film and the whole body of work, Sea of Tranquility. So what is the notion of beauty there? Because there is something, not only an aesthetical beauty, but also a beauty of time, of quietness, of peace. Don't you think so?
Yes, I think in general, because as you know, like over the past years, I've also started to write and direct and stage design theater work. So regardless what medium-based or time-based medium I use, whether it's video or opera or theater, I always try to use a certain calm or a certain calm passing of time as a mediator to bring forward a certain content. So it is a means, you could say. It is a way to make the spectator receptive for what you have to say. So I don't believe in shock therapy, that you have to be rude or brutal or in your face or loud or spectacular in order to stage or to deliver a certain content. I think it's good to use beauty or calm or tranquility as a means to make the spectator receptive and then deliver a sort of a multi-layered content to the spectator.
Which is typical for your work also very often, that you don't hide your game of creating an artificial space. Staging silence, we see the human hand interfering, so it's a very open game and showing the wrong direction, so to say, dimension of it.
Yeah, exactly. I think by not hiding the construction of what you construct for the viewer, you also create something like a fair deal with the spectator. Like you're not trying to simulate, but you are about. It is about evoking a mood, evoking a feeling, evoking an emotion, rather than trying to painstakingly simulate or imitate reality. Because the more you try to do that, the more you would fail, I would say. So by just showing the two pairs of hands who as a sort of double deus ex machina create and construct and deconstruct false or fictitious environments, by just straightforwardly showing the construction and the deconstruction of these things.
your way of trying to construct beauty is a sort of balancing act, because beauty is not something which many people seem to be prepared today in contemporary art, especially. No? Or am I wrong?
It is. I think it has to do exactly as you said. Like it's a form of balancing or finding a balance, because it's very delicate. Because I'm mingling a lot. So in most of my installations and films, I'm mixing up good and bad taste, kitsch and minimalism, Baroque scenery with very, let's say, dark and gloomy absent spaces. So it's also, I also mostly work very anachronistically, meaning that things might refer to Renaissance painting and at the same time look super postmodern. I think the thing is that as an author, whether you write or compose nowadays, or whether you make an immersive installation or a sculpture, you have to find this very precise balance between form and content, rather than finding your style or your definition of aesthetics.
Last question about the film we are showing here, The Girl. Because in The Girl you mix in a very visible way dream sequences. You play with this calm rhythm. You play with time. You play with music also. Can you say something more about The Girl and the story it tells?
Yeah, The Girl is it's a film that I produced after I made a theater play for kids. So I was invited to to write and direct and deliver the stage design and costumes for a play for kids, and it was from 6 years onward. So for really young spectators, and I thought, well, I'm going to make something that is not childish for the kids. So the theater play starts with 3 daughters who are how do you say this in English? Burying their father. So their father passed away, and so they're digging a grave for their father. So that's how it starts. And my youngest spectators for that play were 6 years old. So, but having 4 kids myself, I understand what a 6-year-old can already understand or not. So in the case of the film, it's not three daughters, but it's just one girl that seems to be living in an old trailer somewhere in the woods, not far away from a highway and a mysterious lake. And I wanted to create a sequence of images that take you into her world, which is a world of surviving and a world of solitude, and a world of acceptance as well. It is not a classic story. It's more like a collection of things that she sees and that she's doing, like she's picking weeds or she's collecting stuff she finds. She's begging for to receive some food at a gas station. She finds herself in a wasteland. There are many impressions that you get from this girl's life, and it has something post-apocalyptic as well. But again, what I tried to avoid was that I would be commenting too much, or that I would be making a video that is too much of a critique, or yet I want to reflect on how life is today and the world as we know it today. But I also don't want to stress too much on a political dimension, or on the idea that the world is only like a terribly melancholic and hopeless situation or place.
When my feet got stuck in the muck, in the mire, I knew why the river had run dry, and that after the blood I'd welcome the flood to swallow up the fire, the fire.
Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
How did the 6-year-olds respond to the theater piece?
Very well.
Off the record.